Coach, are there some areas that are maybe more important than others at this stage of the game when you're installing, be it offensively, defensively, special teams?
Well, I think first of all is we've made a conscious effort in talking about shoring up our special teams, and Coach Matsakis and I have had quite a few conversations about it, and we're going to play starters on special teams around here, and that's something that's got to be done. It's being done in the National Football League. It's being done in the SEC. It's being done on the best teams, and that's something that we have to get our players to understand, that starters play on special teams. And if we're going to win football games, we've got to be better on special teams. Second thing is offensively, we just have to continue to not beat ourselves. We had 15 false starts last year, and those are little things that we've got to do better and be disciplined. And I look at developing, finding out exactly what we have at quarterback, and find out exactly what we have, what we can do, and if we don't feel like we have a guy right now that maybe we're not as completely comfortable with because of his lack of experience, because we don't have a lot of experience back there, then we have to go take an offensive standpoint that, hey, we're not going to ask our quarterback or put him in a situation to lose ball games. He's just got to manage the game and play great defense and play good special teams. Defensively, we have to learn how to tackle better, and that means we're going to have to tackle in practice, and we're going to have to play gap sound, and we're going to have to be able to apply some kind of pass rush, and those are things. If we can't get them from the front, then we got to bring pressure. But those are the kind of things we need to find out, and we need to find out who can respond in the heat of the moment. A lot of guys look good and running around in shorts and T-shirts. We'll find out when them pads are on here real soon.
Coach, one of the things you mentioned on signing day was that if two guys are equal, you're going to play the younger guy. And I didn't ask a follow-up question, but could you maybe just talk about that and why that's your philosophy?
Well, I was taught at a young age in this profession is if you have a guy that's a sophomore and you have a guy that's going to be a senior and they're both equal, the sophomore is going to be with you for 2 more years. The senior, in my eyes, the senior should never let a sophomore beat you up. You should have enough pride to not let that happen. I know when I was a junior or senior at Kansas State, I'm telling you, they were always trying to bring guys in to take my position. And you know what? It wasn't going to happen. And I think that's the type of mentality you have to have. But if you have a senior and a sophomore is going to be around a lot longer.
With that being said, Coach, how much will you rely on your seniors?
I think, seniors have a role in every football team and every sport, for that matter. But those guys, they've earned their way around here, and it'll be interesting to see which of those seniors steps up and accepts leadership roles. I think a lot of people can lead, and it doesn't have to just be seniors. I've seen freshmen and sophomores and juniors lead. I've seen coaches lead. I've seen assistant coaches lead in their own way. And I'm not going to just rely solely on specifically seniors, because I don't want them to feel like they're grandfathered in. You have to earn the respect and the right to be deemed a leader. That's not just given.
Coach, what can you tell me about a running back, Darius Bellamy? Is he part of the program now?
Yeah, he's a guy that signed with us after signing day. He's out of Dunedin, Florida. He went to Fort Union, originally signed at South Florida. And he's a kid that we signed, probably 5 or 6 days after signing date, I believe.
What kind of attributes does he bring in the field?
Oh, he's a very good running back. He's a highly rated kid out of high school. I don't pay too much attention to ratings, but we really feel like with the 3 running backs we have and the 2 guys we have in the program, that gives us 5 on scholarship, that we'll have the depth we need to be able to withstand this conference.
Eric, as you look at your quarterback situation, you touched on it a little bit, really with no one with experience, a junior and 2 redshirt freshmen and a freshman. How difficult is it during spring practice to get a look at these guys, or will you give everyone is it even Steven?
No, we're going to give them all. We're going to give them all opportunities out there. And we got a lot of reps scheduled for practice, so they're going to have opportunities. And, Coach Snyder at Kansas State taught me a long time ago is you don't know when your opportunity is going to come. You might come out here to scrimmage on Saturday, and the guy that was supposed to play in front of you, he might be sick. He might have slept in. He might have whatever. Today's your day. Let's see what you can do. Today's your day, Parksy. Let's see what you can do. And then you know what? You either seize it and take it, or you go out there and blow it because you're not prepared. And I don't care where you are on the depth chart, you need to be prepared to play because you don't know when your opportunity comes. But if you go out there and have your opportunity and you blow it, then that's a missed opportunity on your part. You know, why not seize it? So you know what, you're not getting your job back. It's mine today. It's done.
Coach, you mentioned the 15 false start penalties and not making mistakes and also not inheriting leadership. We went through a period here where we'd ask questions about repeated mistakes, and the answer would be from players, we don't know why it's happening. How do you deal with a mentality like that?
I mean, there's no excuses. I've made that clear from day one. I mean, I understand things happen, you know, and but I know this. We've kind of cleared the air and some of these 6 a.m.s about, you know, what exactly it means to do things exactly right and what is effort. How do you give effort? How do you find a way to give great effort? And, you know, everybody's going to be accountable. And our players will be accountable for their actions.